guys, good morning. It's Rachel, and this is Rachel's Truth. I'm back. I took some time off. I had like a little procedure um, on Friday, and I felt like, well, I was told I needed to heal, and I actually listened a little bit. But you see that? Healing takes a little time, and you got to step back and get that done. So, welcome for all those who haven't been here before and don't know what we discuss here. Um, like I said, this is Rachel's Truth. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Share this video. Maybe it can help someone. So today we're going to be talking about Married at First Sight. And I might throw a little bit of Derek Jackson's wife, only because of the topic. Just talking about trauma and healing once again. And I wanted to focus on a few people from Married at First Sight because it's crazy. Like, I really feel like they just went out and was like, okay, let's just grab a bunch of people who haven't been healed, they got all this trauma, and let's just marry them. Because this season is just like out of control. It can't be real. Like, that's why I guess everyone feels like, oh, this has to be for ratings, because it's like, how did they vet these people? I know they do this questionnaire and everything, but like, they must it has to be for ratings, because there's no way. Like, you have a few people on the show, and I'm just going to discuss a few people who is just evident. I mean, everybody deals with trauma. A lot of other people have a good sense on how to mask it and stuff like that. But like, for instance, you have Hailey, you have Virginia, you have Eric Page, of course. You have Clara. Clara's dealing with a lot. And then you have Vinny. Like, it's really a lot. Like, each and every one of them is dealing with some trauma that they haven't took the time to heal and be intentional. Like I've been saying in different videos. Like, for instance, Vinny, he had a past relationship, right? And the woman wouldn't stick around to support him while he quit his job to start a business. One thing about that, I'm going to say quickly, is no woman has to stick around while man gets together, right? You don't have to. She doesn't have to struggle with you. Like, that's not like the people in the world try to make it seem like that it's like this big honor, it's this big like strength thing, but no, she doesn't have to stay and stick around and struggle with you, because at the end of the day, when you're ready for marriage, you should be already ready. Like, you should be ready. You should have established your career, and now you're going to find a wife, right? So that you could be able to provide for your family. Okay. But I'm not going to get deep into that. We're talking about trauma. Okay. Anyways, then we have Hailey. Hailey, in her past relationships, she had two relationships that she had issues with, and she hasn't dated for a really long time. I think she said like 7 years. So the first relationship, the guy she was with, they were on and off, on and off. He would leave, disappear at times, come back after a day, come back after a couple of days, come back after a month. And one time he disappeared, I think she was saying, and he ended up getting another girl pregnant. So that was very traumatizing for her. And then she was in another relationship that basically the guy struggled with addiction. And you can only imagine how traumatizing that is. So she really hasn't dealt, from what I see, what it looks like with the trauma. All she did was distance herself, it looks like, because I don't feel like she should have not been in a very serious relationship after those two and then jumped into marriage, because she didn't even know if she was really fully healed, right? Because she didn't put herself in a situation to see or to learn, to see if she was healed. And like I say, healing is intentional. So there's different things that I'm not saying that she didn't do them, but it don't look like she did them. So for instance, you know, distance is definitely important. So she distanced herself from relationships. And then the other thing you would do would be, you know, get in tune with your emotions, self-care, um, you know, just writing and doing whatever helps you to heal. And I'm not sure she did any of that, because the way she is treating our boy Jacob is just, she's treating him like, you know, a one night stand she can't get rid of. Like, seriously, she is. She's treating him like that. I mean, of course, Jacob is not, you know, coming correct with the romance, but I mean, I guess he's kind of butthurt. So it's, well, he said that he's not the type of person to do gifts and flowers, and that's an issue for me, because a woman needs romance, financial stability, and romance. Those are very, very important. And then the other person we have is Virginia. Virginia, I had went back to the special that's at the matchmaking special. Virginia, she had to deal with divorce as a child, her parents, and them going back and forth, just seeing that dynamic and their issues and stuff, and it was very tormenting for her and traumatizing. So I think, you know, and this is just my opinion, that Virginia may be coping by, you know, she has been coping by drinking and, you know, just being promiscuous and just doing whatever she wants, because she doesn't want to restrict herself to something like that that's going to fail, or abandonment. She's definitely has that, you know, abandonment issues and stuff like that. She definitely has that. And, you know, dealing with Eric is going to be very, very difficult for her, and vice versa. um so yeah, she definitely needed to heal properly, and I don't see her having done that at all. The other person is Paige. We don't really know much about Paige's past relationship, but we can get a sense based on how she's allowing Chris to treat her, that she was just allowing whatever, because she obviously was allowing the bare minimum, and just settling. That's the impression that I get anyways. Because for her to sit in the most recent special and say that Chris embodies so much, and I'm just like, what body? Like, he hasn't even shown you anything, like, but, you know, inconsistencies. Like, I'm just so confused. So that just goes to tell me that she has not been dealing with anybody with who's whole, anybody who is successful, anybody who's healthy, like mentally. Like, she definitely well, now that she knows and she's reading things and seeing things on the internet, maybe she'll get the self-care and healing that she needs, because maybe she didn't even realize that she was settling. Well, she had to, because there's no way. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. So this is yet another person on this show who we thought at the beginning was actually normal, and we felt bad for her. We thought she was successful. She is successful, but meaning, like, we thought she was, like, you know, better than Chris, but now it just seems like they're like the same person. So I mean, I used to feel bad for her, but not no more. I don't feel bad for her. She's allowing too much. So yet another person, trauma, not healing correctly. And then you have Eric. Like I said, I went back to the special, the matchmaking special. Eric had talked about how, you know, well, he didn't even talk about it. I had to freeze the screen. He was writing on the computer. Yes, desperate times. And he wrote something about, it asked him about his childhood and his parents or whatever. His parents were strict or something like that. And he had put that his parents were very strict and they didn't allow him to hang out with certain people. And to me, that tells a lot. And then based on what his assumed views are and such, that really, really says a lot. And then also with him having a history of relationships and always being cheated on. And then, yeah, being cheating on you, right? So he he may have been dating and different things like that, but I don't think he really got over that. I don't think he trusts people, and he's pushing that on to Virginia. Now, it's hard to feel bad for Virginia because Virginia is Virginia, but yeah, he's doing too much. He's not healed. He's doing too much. So those that's a lot. That's a lot. For all of these people to be on this show, that is a lot. And that's why I talk about healing trauma and healing, because it's important, especially if you're going to put yourself in a relationship with another individual. You don't want to bring all of that weight. So, and I mean, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, I'm not, any of that. And but one thing I am is a nurse, and I like to relate things to nursing, right? To, a scientific viewpoint. And the only thing that I can think about with healing is like I do a lot of like wound care, and dealing with the skin, and you see incisions and different things like that. And one thing I know is that when I have a patient and they have a wound and it doesn't look healthy, right? We have to start a process of healing it. We have to figure out, okay, what does this wound need so that it can improve, right? So we put certain ointments and creams and different dressings to try to remove a layer that is unhealthy, right? So we're trying to remove this layer so that we can get to the nice pink layer so that it can start to grow forward and look healthy and close and heal. Heal from the inside out. So there you have it. It's a process, like I said over and over, and it has to be intentional. You have to get certain tools, go through certain avenues, reach out to certain people in order to heal properly from the inside out. And I don't think any one of these people have done that. Any one of them. None of them. I can't even and it's probably more, and it's not just these individuals, it's more. So be intentional with healing. Recognize your traumas. Recognize what you're not healed from. Be intentional and get the help that you need so that you can heal. Don't be like them. Don't be like them. And as far as Rachel's truth, I've been there. I've done that. Not healing properly in one relationship and quickly going to the next. Not healed. I'm not healed. I'm distancing myself, but I'm moving on to try to forget about what happened in that last relationship. And that's something I've done a few times, I can admit, and it's not healthy. You need to be able to distance yourself and get all of those tools. And help yourself heal from the inside out before you move on to something new. And that's all I had to say. Eventually, I'm going to have an expert opinion because, like I said, I'm not an expert, but I have been through a lot of my life where I had to learn how to heal. And it wasn't just alone. It's with a therapist. And I continue to see a therapist. And because it's very important. So, yeah, there you have it. Let me know what you think. Comments. If you haven't subscribe, share this video on your Facebook with your loved ones, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully, I'm trying to do a video once a day or something. I have a goal of reaching 100 subscribers by the end of the month, but that's only a few days away. So hopefully we can get there. But, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.